Welcome to Salisbury University on the Air, a program highlighting the activities and the people of the campus. I'm your host, Susan Purnell. For many, December is the most wonderful time of the year. And it's not just the holidays that make it such a cherished season. It's also the camaraderie and spirit of giving that, while present year-round, take on a special meaning during this time. SU students are involved in civic engagement year-round, and that includes helping the less fortunate during the holidays. Here to tell us more about these efforts is Shannon Segamini, coordinator of the university's Volunteer Center. So welcome, Shannon.
Thank you for having me.
So glad to have you. First, tell us a little bit about the Volunteer Center.
So the Volunteer Center was created in 2010, and we pretty much connect students who care with organizations in need. We get to know agencies around the area, and we send out volunteer opportunities to students.
And about how many students have volunteered since that time?
Since 2010, we have 5,000 registered students, and we have over 45,000 hours. Yeah.
Wow.
It's great.
That is so impressive. Now, I understand that many of these volunteer hours are the result of community partnerships.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell us a little bit about the organizations that have connected to the center and what types of opportunities they're offering?
Well, right now we have over 200 registered partners, anywhere from Salisbury Zoo to Halo Homeless Shelter, Diakonia Homeless Shelter, MAC, Salisbury Jaycees, and we offer opportunities from pantry work to face painting. Really, there's an opportunity for everyone.
How does an organization go about connecting with you?
So they can shoot me an email at volunteercenter@salisbury.edu, or they can visit the website, which is www.salisbury.edu/volunteer.
So if I'm a student and I want to look for volunteer opportunities, how do I do that?
They can also go on the website, salisbury.edu/volunteer, but weekly I send out different opportunities to all of campus. So if they just check their email, they can find out about all the opportunities we have.
What do you think the students gain from working with organizations like this?
I mean, there's so much they can gain. Not only does it look great on your resume, but it's a great chance to get out there, meet other students, network, meet people, and giving back just really makes you feel good about yourself.
It does. You're absolutely right. My mom has a painting on her wall, an embroidered picture, and it says, "Those who give have all things," and I truly believe that that's the case.
It's the best way to make you feel good about yourself.
It really is. It's almost a selfish thing to give, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now, I know that not everything that's done on a volunteer basis is through your center. Many student organizations raise money, for example, through the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life, and I think with some associations with the United Way. Can you tell us a little bit about that kind of situation?
Yep, I mean, every fraternity, sorority, club, they do their own volunteer events as well. So they don't just connect through us. On top of the things they're doing through us, they have their own events, such as Relay for Life. I mean, we have hundreds and hundreds of people that participate in that. It's really great. Yeah.
And in great causes.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk to me about kids that might organize some sort of volunteer work through their classwork.
We have a lot of that, actually. Social Work 200 classes, which is the intro level class, they automatically do 20 hours of community service each to even pass the class. Dr. Chris Egan's communication class, they volunteer at Stop the Violence. We have Paula Morris's promotion class. They spend the whole semester organizing events for nonprofits. And then we have Social Work macro classes, and they also do the same thing. Last year, my classmate and I were able to raise almost $1,400 for Diakonia, and all of our classes did comparable work. I mean, they did drives for Life Crisis. It was great.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Now, many students also assist at the several SU-sponsored events, such as the student government's big event and the I Love Salisbury cleanup days. What can you tell us about those events?
I Love Salisbury was just a few weeks ago, actually. SGA does such a great job in organizing them. We had over 700 students help out around Salisbury. They help clean up areas, they help fix up houses and things of that nature.
I saw them, and they were out in droves.
Yeah, they're really awesome. They do such a great job.
And I know the community appreciates that.
They really do. And then the big event takes place in spring, and it's similar.
Oh, it's a similar kind of thing. Okay. Why do you think SU students are so dedicated to volunteering to our community?
I think that when students come here, at first to them it's just somewhere where my college is located, but after getting to know Salisbury, it really becomes a home away from home for them. So they really do care about the community and they want to see it flourished.
Now, how about you? I know you're a graduate student here.
Yeah.
Do you do any volunteering?
I have locally. I've done Wacomico Mentoring Project. I've volunteered at Stop the Violence, and I volunteered at Big Brothers Big Sisters. But I've also had the awesome opportunity to go internationally.
What do you mean by that?
Well, with the social work department, we went to Hong Kong, and I had the opportunity to work with the Hong Kong Federation for the Blind. With my church, I went to Bahamas, and we helped fix up houses, and I volunteered at the Down syndrome camp there. It was awesome.
Shannon, you're a great role model for the rest of the students. That's fantastic. There's so much going on this time of year, and I'm sure there are many seasonal opportunities for volunteering. What are some of the Thanksgiving and Christmas drives that students participated in?
Well, the social work department collected canned goods for Crisfield families for them to have a nice Thanksgiving dinner. They did a great job with that. The SU Athletics department and GUC Cares, they both did food drives for Joseph House for people to have
fantastic.
dinners. Yeah.
Looking ahead to Christmas, several campus organizations are collecting donations for the Salvation Army too, right? And what are they doing?
So the SU Pops is one of them, and they have their annual concert on December 9th at 7:30 in Holloway Hall, and they're going to have the kettle campaign. So they'll be collecting change and money for the Salvation Army programs.
Okay, so it's money there, not cans.
No, not cans.
Yeah, bring your money.
Yeah,
Okay.
bring your change.
Very
especially.
good.
Yep.
And I know the U.S. Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots program is another very worthy charity that some of the children are volunteering at throughout the holidays. What are the ways in which they're supporting that campaign?
So SU's intramural department, they actually had a 5K turkey trot, and they asked participants to either bring in $5 or a toy for Toys for Tots. And SU's Purdue School of Business, they collected toys as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about our four-legged friends. Are we doing anything to help them?
Yep, there's something for everyone. The Blackwell Library is having their annual Be a Hero for the Homeless pet drive. So they're collecting things for local humane societies, such as dog food, cat food, things like that.
Don't miss a trick.
Yeah.
I think also I heard that students are helping in terms of our troops overseas. Tell me about that.
Alpha Phi Omega is a service fraternity, and a few weeks ago they had a drive at Walmart in which they asked people to buy different items for Operation We Care. So they're creating care packages and sending them to our troops overseas. Yeah.
It's all so amazing.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you remember it all.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. I also understand that several students are volunteering with special holiday events in the Salisbury area. What are some of those?
So Salisbury Jaycees has a Christmas shopping tour every year. So about 200 kids are chosen, and they have the opportunity to go to Walmart and shop for themselves for Christmas and for their families. So we have tons of SU volunteers helping with that, and just helping them manage the credit, pick out gifts, and things like that. And then the Volunteer Center has also partnered up with Prison Fellowship, and so SU students will have the opportunity to buy a gift for a child whose parents are incarcerated. And the goal of that is just the message to be to the child that your parents do still love you regardless of the situation.
Right. And they may not have an opportunity to get a present.
Right, exactly.
Given those circumstances.
Exactly.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
SU has its own holiday giving tradition, the Guerrero University Center's annual Tournament of Trees. What can you tell us about that?
So different clubs, organizations, dorms, fraternities, sororities, they're each asked to get a 3-foot tree, and they have the ability to decorate the tree. And there's different prizes for winners in different categories, and then the trees are donated to local nonprofits before Christmas.
Oh, that's great.
It's a really fun way for the students to give back.
Absolutely. There just seems so many opportunities. But I don't know how you choose which one you want to get involved in.
Exactly.
And it's not just the students. It's also some of the staff and employees of SU that get involved. I'm not familiar with Maryland Charities campaign, but I know that that's some way that employees can get involved. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Student United Way and Lower Eastern Shore United Way, as well as hundreds of different organizations, need money around the holidays. So employees have the opportunity to donate through their paycheck or a one-time donation to all these different organizations.
People can also give through their paychecks at any work. They can do so at SU as well.
Right. Yeah.
That's great. Why do you think so many students are so involved in volunteering throughout the community?
I think around the holiday season, especially, you know, for some of us, it can be the most wonderful time of year, the happiest. But for those who aren't as fortunate enough, it can be some of the worst times of year. So I think that students really recognize that and staff really recognizes that, and they try to go the extra mile and spread that holiday cheer to other people.
No, it's really the meaning of the holiday.
Exactly.
And to give back. I think
Give
it's
back.
terrific that there's so much of it going on.
Yeah.
Do you think that this type of giving will help them when they graduate and go on to find a job or career?
Absolutely. I mean, not only does it look good on your resume, it is a great way to network, especially in a small city like Salisbury. And it really just, it stands out on a resume. Employers are going to see what you did to go the extra mile.
It's really true. I mean, I know as an employer, I've had several interns from SU, and
Right.
one of which I hired for a while. And it, you know, it's great to get out there and get those connections,
Right.
because it truly is who you know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
In a competitive job market. So
And it
that's
really
great.
just looks great
That's
on resumes. Yep.
Well, thank you, Shannon.
Thank
I
you
appreciate
so much.
being here. I appreciate that all the students and staff and everyone at SU does within the community to make this a better place to
Yeah.
live. It's a win-win for both them and for us.
Yeah, they're great.
And we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And now, looking ahead, here are some of the events at the university in January. I'd like to thank my guest, Shannon Sagamini, coordinator of the SU Volunteer Center. The holidays are a magical time, whether you're spending extra time with your family, helping the less fortunate, or just enjoying the special offerings the season brings. As we head into the new year, I invite you to visit the campus in 2015 to see a performance or exhibit, tour its grounds, a nationally registered arboretum, and beautiful in the spring, or just see what has changed since the last time you stopped by. And now, here's another look at what's happening on the campus in January. I'm Susan Purnell, wishing you a happy holiday season. This has been Salisbury University on the Air. Thank you for watching.